Good morning, everyone. Let's start with the class today. So today class is going to be about the speaking section. We will be starting with the speaking today. The class is provided by CECA guys, and it is free of the cost class. You do not have to pay anything to attend the classes, right? And we do offer the lowest price in overseas health cover. If you are after updating the cover or you're looking for a health cover, then you can contact on the number and get the code, and you can assess if that suits you and it is lowest in price, then you can avail that benefit as well. We have scholarship with the universities, different universities, right? So if you after the study requirements, like you changing something, you after new course in the uni, so you can contact so that we can avail the services available like the scholarships, right? We do offer the IELTS classes as well besides PTE, and NATI CCL classes as well for Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu and Nepalese language. So the migration counseling is done free. Like you don't want to know the PR pathway, you want to apply the TR file. So TR lodgement is also free, and migration counseling is also free. We're not charging anything for that. So you can also avail that service. So the education counseling is also free. If you are updating your course or you opting a new course or you looking after some uni studies, so that counseling according to your profile is absolutely free. And if anybody you know is on a visitor visa and wants to convert it into the student visa, we do offer that service as well. And there is a process for the Canadian migration. Like if you are after that, that we also do the free eligibility check and we do provide the counseling for that as well. And those two things are also free, right? So these are the services, guys, we are offering. And besides that, there are many other things you can just call up and know about if you are have any question in your mind, right? So the number is there. For the links of the classes, you can contact on the number, and for any of the service I'm mentioning here, you can contact on this number. Maybe leave a text, maybe call them up. And for the best thing, just like the Facebook page of Sika, so you start getting updates regarding all the webinar seminars right now. Yeah, soon the seminars will be also available for Canada migration or any other processes. As usual, we have seminars in the office, right? So it's like just be updated with the Facebook page, right? So starting with the class today, uh, just a sec, just a moment, guys. So here, the first module is speaking, but before that, we'll be talking about the Pearson test of English, the PTE test itself, right? So the test format is like it's into three versions, right? But as we all are maybe doing for the education purposes, for the PR purposes, for then the test format version we are after, that's the PTA academic. So this is one we will all be practicing, and that's the test we require, right? Besides that, there are two other categories like journal training PTE and young learner PTE. So they have the difference of requirements. If somebody is after those requirements, they appear for those set of tests, right? So the total examination duration is 3 hours, and you will be covering 4 modules in 3 parts, right? So why 3 parts? Because the part one consisting speaking and writing both. So that's why it makes 3 parts. But yeah, altogether we'll be covering 4 aspects like speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Speaking and writing, the timing for this is 77 to 93 minutes, right? There will be a personal introduction at first. So in the personal introduction, you can say your name, qualification, and your hobbies. You can also say that, where you from. You can also say that, and why you appearing for this exam. So these are the 4 or 5 things you can add in this piece of introduction. It is only 30 seconds, right? It is not mandatory to say an introduction. If you want to miss that, if you don't want to say the introduction, you can skip that. It is not counted in your marks or something like that. It is not mandatory as well. You can skip that, but it is not bad to say something about you, because wherever they will be submitting your results, the institution you have selected to submit your results, right? So they will be sending along the introduction as well, so you the person will be getting a little intro of yours, right? And if you want to skip it, no matters, just skip it and start working with the first section, first part, which is speaking and writing together. Why it is together? Because when you're done with the speaking item types, your next screen will be having the writing first question, which is SWT, right? So this is how you will be getting it, right? And the after the introduction, the first part will be read aloud, and as you know that this is very important question, read aloud, right? It has a lot of potential in terms of the marks. It can impart and add many scores to your overall PT score as well, and specifically into the speaking and reading module, right? So read aloud, and after that we'll be doing repeat sentence, again very important question. These two questions, they come in the first, right? And they actually very important question, they got a lot of marks, right? So it's like very important, you just playing well with these questions, you performing well here, right? Then come the describe image, then it will be retell lecture and answer short question. So this is the sequence of the speaking item types, right? And after that, answer short question, the next screen will be summarized written text. So it is like together you will be having 77 to 93 minutes for this one. As this is individually time section, you don't have to worry about time, right? Because if you are doing read aloud, suppose they're giving you 40 seconds, if you are responding in those 40 seconds, it's okay. If you are not missing that, your screen will be automatically moving to the next question, right? So it's not like that you are finishing the question and then selecting next, right? So everything will move on to next question automatically, even whether you have done that question, whether you miss your chance, right? So that's why there is nothing to worry about in this first part about timings. Worry is like definitely like 40 seconds you are responding in that 40 second, but you don't have to count your time, like how much should I spend, because it's ultimately time, right? So after that the essay will be last thing. So one essay is 20 minutes, you got two essay 40 minutes, three essay 60 minutes, which is which will never be the case. Either it's one essay or max two essays, right? The part two is reading. 32 to 40 minutes is the timing. This is not individually time, you know that, right? You have to take care of your time here. You're doing the five item types as we just finished off in the last week as well. So these five item types, you must be devoting your time wisely, right? Out of these one, the first one is the quite important, reading and writing, filling in the blanks. And then the second important in the row is reading, filling in the blanks, then reorder paragraph, then the MCQs, right? So according to importance, you are devoting the time to the question, right? And also the max number of question will be with the first item type, reading and writing. 5 to 6 question can be there. And besides that, every other item type, you will be having 2 to 3 questions, right? The part three, listening. Again, this is 45 to 57 minutes, right? Uh, Here, the recordings, they do have time. Definitely, if the recording is playing for the 90-second, 60-second, 45-second, so they will be finishing in off in those seconds, right? But after that, how much time you are taking to mark your answer and move to the next question, this is your responsibility, right? So here you get that idea when the recording is finished. So here you get that idea when your recording is finished. So that means it is the time to quickly mark the answer and move to the next question. So this is your hint here, right? The obviously the section is not individually timed. They are not giving you, okay, now you have 40 seconds to reply. Just accept the first question, the summarized spoken text. Here it is like they're giving you 10 minutes. You're writing your answer in those 10 minutes, right? Besides that, every other question, it's your responsibility when the recording is finished, how much time you are taking to move to the next question. It can be like 15 second, 10 second, half a minute, or 1 minute, right? So certainly it is again, you have a role to play in the time management. So you need to be mindful here, right? So the 45 to 57 is the minute, and the first question, it will be having 1 to 2 summaries, like maybe you get two summarized spoken text, or maybe you're getting one only. And besides that, every other question, it will be 2 to 3, right? Except right from dictation, which can be 3 to 4, right? So this is 3 to 4, this is 1 to 2, and all these questions, there'll be 2 to 3. Like you're getting two question, either you're getting three questions, right? So according to the question number, the time will be keep on varying. So it is like 45 minutes. So that means you got two in every one here and three question here. So maybe somewhere it is exceeding, the time will be exceeding, right? So this is the three parts and the division of the time and the modules in that and importance, you know that, right? So today, the Monday class will be first read aloud, right? So three things you're taking care in the read alouds. And remember that this is important question. Keep in mind always, this got the maximum score, right? So it got content, fluency, and pronunciation. Three scales are there, parameters are there. Your scores will be marked for the read aloud. Content, that you have included everything which is there in the given passage, right? And all the words are same. You are not adding any word by your side, and you are not missing any word while reading the text, right? Content mean 100% you are reading what is written in the content in the read aloud passage, not adding anything, not removing anything. So both the things are necessary to get the 100% mark on the content. Like suppose we have 5 marks for the content, right? So how it is marked? Let's say it's not five, basically it's three. Let's say 3 mark is the maximum score for the content. So if your content is 100%, it will be 3 marks, right? If you missed something, suppose you just missed one word, you haven't said is, so it is not 100%, right? It is more than 50%, but not 100%. So your score will be 2, right? And if it's less than 50%, your score will be 1, right? So like this is how they just giving you score here. Remember that if you have missed one word, your content is not 3 marks now, it is 2. It has come to 2, right? Either it's 100% or like otherwise if 99%, even you're getting 2 marks only. So this is important here. If you want to get all the marks, just say everything as it is, right? If you miss something, now the second important thing, now you're taking care, you have ruined one thing maybe for you, that is content. Now maintain your fluency, right? It's not like that you are coming back and correcting yourself, right? Maybe I missed all word here, have you included the words, all the words, right? What I'm doing, I'm correcting myself. So while you are correcting, content score is gone now, it is only 2. That's what you will be getting, right? But now what you have did, you have also ruined your fluency score as well, right? So it's very important, either you speak 100%, you have prepared well in the preparation time, it's all good, right? Or maybe you just missed maybe one word. Now don't correct yourself, never ever correct and come back and say those words again, because in this way the content and fluency both will be getting not negatively marked, but they will be reducing in the number of scores you will be getting out of that, right? So content, you understand how. Fluency, again, you have to speak at a moderate pace. That means it's not like that you're speaking too fast, you will be getting a lot of scores here. No, you're speaking too slow, you will be getting less score. No, your speaking pace should be very moderate, like the way we are just talking right now. It's like we are conversating, definitely we're taking pauses and everything. But suppose we are reading and this is my normal pace, so how I'll be reading? So are you able to speak at a normal pace and moderate pace? Oral fluency is scored by, so this is like my normal pace, right? So whatever is your normal pace, you should be calculating it with the help of apps like Ape Uni, apps like TCY, which give you the scored score, which give you the score for the every question you attempt. So they will letting you know if your fluency is fine, if it's too slow, if it's too fast, or if it's all good, right? As per the way you speak it. And second thing to mark in the fluency is like how you are rhythming, how you are phrasing, how you are giving stress or finishing of the sentence. That means you're taking the necessary pauses, and we'll be talking about that where those are, and you are just intonating, that's rhythm, right? Phrasing is like, I guess, chunking the paragraphs. It's not like I'm talking every word chewing, like I'm chewing it, right? Have you included all the words? So this is like giving stress on every word. And it's not like phrasing is not done, which is actually wrong, right? Have you included all the words? So this is one chunk, right? This is called chunking. This is called phrasing, right? How much content I'll be speaking in one breath, then I'll be taking a pause, then I'll be picking up the next one. So it is like very much everything will be calculated and you will be getting to know it very easily, right? The pronunciation. So the pronunciation is like how well you are um, speaking that word, right? Your sound is correct. The way you are speaking it, it is correct, right? So that means the computer can easily recognize the word you are speaking, right? So most important thing is sometimes we feel I'm speaking or I'm pronouncing right. The word I'm pronouncing is right, right? But what happened? Sometimes maybe it's not that correct that system is getting it straight away. So again, the different pronunciation apps are there which will tell you if your pronunciation is up to the mark or system can understand it. So the best machine or gadget or equipment you have to check if your pronunciation is right or not, that is your mobile phone itself. All of you get that speaking apps, right, where you are speaking a text and the iPhone or any other maybe phones maybe having some other sort of devices, so they understand what you are saying, right? So if that computer, right, that artificial intelligence equipment is understanding your pronunciation, that means your pronunciation is 100% correct. Or if you don't want to go with the phone things, then simply APUN is there or TCY there, then the PTE website, the score and score test are there. So you can assess through those one that you are practicing and how much marks you are getting on your pronunciation. If any word they highlighting in the red, that means they don't, the computer didn't understand the pronunciation, that means you have to improve that word's pronunciation, right? So this is how you can assess yourself and keep on the mark for the all the three parameters right now, right? And speaking score definitely you're getting here, but meanwhile you're getting reading score as well. So if you are a student whose reading is poor, or it's like maybe you get the mistakes in read the paragraph, or your reading and write filling in the blanks are not as up to the mark. Now this is the item type which will enhance your score in reading a lot, right? This is sort of a half of the scores go to the reading. So it's important that you're paying full attention here and you're doing this question properly. The strategies to follow: you having 30 to 40 seconds, which we call the preparation time. And how you will be preparing? You are preparing yourself by mocking the answer. You will be just like maybe in your mind speaking the answer where you will be speaking in reality as you will be giving the real answer. So just mock the answer, right? So just try to read every word written in the paragraph so that you know where are the helping verbs are used, which are the words, right? Where are the singular plural words are there, where are the articles written in the passage, right? So these three things are very important to take a note of, because this is the word or these are the words we generally miss or we generally forget to add or say wrong, right? Now if there is any word which is lengthy in there, like having difficult pronunciation and the word you have not read anywhere, now this is the first time I'm reading the word, so just pay attention to those words, difficult words, new words, or the words you have never heard of, right? Try to pronounce them correctly and be prepared for the real answer. And also, article, singular, plural, and do not remove any word, do not add any word, right? These are the things you have to follow when you are preparing for your answer. The other task you can do before the recorder start is to divide the paragraph into meaningful chunk. So as I told you, the phrasing chunking is very important. Why? Because it will help you to give you a chance to breathe, to take necessary pauses and not running out of the breath, right? It's not like that you are running like a train and ultimately you will be stopping and taking a long pause because you want to breathe. You just run out of the breath and definitely losing the scores you will be getting, right? So it's better that always pick up the text in the chunks and speak in the way so that you're getting the time to have a pause, right? So even the taking the necessary pauses will give proper meaning to the whole paragraph. One thing which will improve your enabling skills, right? So this is also important to understand, make the other person understand what is the meaning of the paragraph, right? And if suppose I am just speaking in one go, I'm not taking any pause, so it will be difficult for you to understand. but I'm speaking like with pauses, right? And that makes it more understandable to you. Okay, what I'm trying to convey is conveying correctly. So that's again, that's the same implements here as well, right? Now you see there is an example done for you. So if there is any comma, the punctuation mark, don't say comma, the punctuation mark is there in the paragraph. So that's the place you are taking pause, right? Except full stop. If any punctuation mark you can see in the paragraph, that is the place where you will be taking half a second pause. Half
Yep.
a second, not a minute, right? Half a second pause, and that's how you will be deciding where I'll be taking pause in the paragraph, right? Half a second, it'll be really quick, right? It won't be like somebody's feeling it. It's just that you got a chance to breathe, right? After that, whenever there is a full stop, there you're taking pause, right? But there you'll be taking a second pause, a full second pause, right? Understand, this is very precise. Again, it's not like to be felt by the system or anything else. It's just that you are taking the chance to breathe. You are having that pause, which is necessary, and it is adding meaning to the paragraph you are speaking, and also it is improving your enabling skills as well, right? So wherever there is a comma, there is a semicolon, any other such punctuation mark, you're taking half a second pause, and on every full stop, you're taking a full second pause, right? So this is how you will be completing it up, right? This is how you can chunk it down. And besides that, you're not taking any unnecessary pauses. It's not like you're saying yellow is the most optimistic color, right? It should not be like that. If you're taking this many pauses, ultimately you're not getting good scores at all, right? So here is a comma. So ultimately you'll be saying this all together. Yellow is the most optimistic color. Here you will be taking a pause, half a second. So how it will go? Yellow is the most optimistic color, yet surprisingly, people lose their tempers most often in yellow rooms, and babies cry more in them. And you see, here is a word and. So, and, however, in addition, but, so these are also the word indicators, right? The connectors or the additive word, contrastive words, where you can take pause. Sometimes the sentence doesn't have any punctuation mark, but they do have and written in them. They do have but, however, sort of such thing is written in them. So then that's the place where you're taking a half a second pause, right? So this is how you will be taking, you will be not running out of breath, and you will be completing the paragraph in a well manner, not missing any word, and also getting full score on pronunciation and on in your enabling skills as well. The next thing in this is same thing done. Now you see there is no comma in the first paragraph till here when it is and comma, right? So here chunking is done or phrasing is done. Then popular here. Then the making of photographs became increasingly available. So there is a preposition, but you see this is one long lengthy sentence. So if the sentence is this much of long, there is no comma, no punctuation, no and or nothing like that you can see here. So yeah, then you will be according to your sense taking a pause wherever you feel comfortable taking it, but it should not be very quick after the first pause you have taken. So you see here, increasingly popular, you have taken half a second pause. So when you're speaking this line, now this is too lengthy. You cannot be speaking in one go. If you try to, you will be running out of breath since reaching of the public, right? So better thing, the making of photograph became increasingly available to a wide cross section of the public. So here the chunking is done. So you see this is a good phrase which is covered in one go. Here, if you want to take a pause, half a second pause, cover this sentence and finish it off, right? So this is how you can understand now better how I'm taking pauses, not running out of breath, not missing word, not ruining the pronunciation as well, right? So this will tell you the tiny pauses you are taking, right? The you see the using the punctuation as a guide, You can break the text up to meaningful chunks, and also this will show you the places where you can make a tiny pause and alter your intonation, right? Going up when you begin reading a chunk, right, and falling a little when you end a chunk. That means when you are starting the phrase, like after the word popular, when you're starting the making of, so that means going up, your volume should be going up. The making of photograph became increasingly available, going down. So this is called intonation, rhythm of the speaking. So when you're starting a chunk of the paragraph, you going a little up, right? When you ending the chunk of the paragraph, you going a little down, right? So this will add everything in your speaking, in terms of the content, in terms of the pronunciation, in terms of the fluency, and mostly in fluency, because that's the thing we have to take care the most in whole of the speaking. The fluency is the master key, right? So here focus on commas, semicolons, full stops. Ignoring this will make your oral fluency suffer, right? That's why they are necessary to take care of, and taking the necessary pauses there, tiny pauses, right? Intonation, like going up and down, it is also important factor. It will help you to score more in read aloud, right? When you read the text, stress the words. That means you have to give little more emphasis on a word which is conveying meaning in the sentence. Like in this case, the photography, you see the photography word is the one word which is actually the main word, or it is about this is about the passage, right? So I'm saying it like photograph is gaze. That means this word, these two words, which is one phrase you can say, is like the important word which is conveying the meaning. And after that, years of the 20th century, so 20th century may be one of the important word, so I'll be putting bit of stress in here. So this is like you are not making it felt to the someone, right? You are implementing it and it will be automatically felt. Don't make an extra effort to make it felt, right? You add these all things and it will be ultimately felt, whoever is this a listener to whatever you are saying, right? So here, when you are reading the words, when and where you can give stress. If it's a noun means any name of the word, object, thing, or person, place, right? That's called noun. So here, the first half of the word you giving the stress, right? The stress will be on the first syllable. We call it syllable, right? If it's a verb, that means what work is being done, right? You see the verb. So then the stress will be on the last syllable. Admit, mit, arrange, range, release. So we are putting stress on the last part. Ease, mit, arrange. Here I'll be saying object. So I'm giving stress. Center, right? Sen word is giving stress. Tor is like go and flow. Fla. So fla is like where we putting stress, and last part is like we are just saying it quickly. So this is like stressing on the right place as per if the word is noun or a verb. Right now, these are the some things to keep in mind. To practice intonation, try to pretend if you are reading the news in the primetime show. So the BBC News readers, you have heard them. So just try to copy their style for the intonation. Like intonation is like where you are going up in the reading of passage, where you going down, right? So all is called intonation. And also do mirror practice, because mirror practice will give you confidence as well, one thing, and it will tell you are you speaking naturally or you are making extra effort and that is felt, right? Because I told you there should be not felt sort of extra effort, but you are implementing all these things I have said here, and it's like you are getting the marks, and it's like it is already understandable by the system, or maybe this time to me, right? So be confident. The voice should not be shaky for sure. Shaky, if your voice is shaky, like this is like you have a fear in your mind or you are just nervous or something like that. System won't take it like this is an emotional trigger or something. The computer system will take it like you are just not following the proper parameters to follow all the things, the three parameters fluency, pronunciation and things, and you will be losing marks. So it is like very important, your voice should be very confident, loud, clear enough, right? So definitely, always, maybe you have a newspaper at your home, you have some magazine at your home, hold it, stand in front of the mirror, right? Sit in front of the mirror, try to read it, because it will tell you how you look when you are speaking, and ultimately it will have confidence booster activity, right? So now, do's and don't for the exam for the read aloud. Try to mock the answer before the recorder start, right? Because it will help you to tell what to add, where to add it, and what are the words there, how you are speaking the pronouncing the words, right? Repeat pronounce the difficult words during the countdown timer, right? You have difficult words, and when you have that time, just repeat them, pronounce them again and again, right? Divide the text into meaningful chunk, because that will help you to understand where you are taking pauses, the tiny pauses, right? Read at a normal pace with full confidence, right? So that you get the exact way. Okay, this is how in reality, when my answer will be recorded, this is the way I'll be speaking it. So what are the don'ts here? Don't hesitate or repeat the sentence. Never ever repeat a word, sentence, phrase, and never ever hesitate in whatever you are speaking. Don't add extra word letter apart from the original text. I told you why. You have the answer of this. Try to eliminate the umming and ahhing while speaking. So some students have this habit of uh, uh, doing these sounds, these we call thinking sounds. Don't do at them, because definitely they will be making marks, lose mark in pronunciation, or sorry, fluency, which is the most important thing to maintain. Ignore the mistakes and keep on reading the next word. So maybe I just missed the word like and. Now don't go back, correct yourself. Do not try to repeat yourself at all. Whatever is said now here. Follow the thumb rule. Whatever I said, it's said now. I'll be keep moving. That's how you will be getting scores here, guys, right? Okay, so these are the three examples I want you to speak for me, by keeping in mind all the things we have learned here today for the read aloud and for the most important question of the PTE. So we are five people, right? I mean six. So just look at the uh, three read aloud on the screen, keeping in mind like how you are covering the content, how you are chunking, phrasing the paragraph, what should be the rhythm, intonation, how you are pronouncing every word, right? Are you giving stress on definitely you're giving stress, but on which word I'll be giving stress, right? And how I'm finishing it off. And my voice should be very clear and confident, and I'm not repeating anything, correcting myself, and keep moving on. And I'll try to speak whatever is written in the passage, except that I won't be adding any word, eliminating any word. I won't be doing that. So these are the things you have to keep in mind when you're preparing for the first read aloud here, Lincoln's Radical Change. So when you're ready, just let me know. I will set a timer and I will see how you are finishing it off in what time. And after these three, I'll be just picking up few from the past exam questions. Anyone ready?
Can I try once? Just this once. Oh,
Yeah, just let me open the timer. Just a second. Okay, yes, now.
Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
Okay, it's around 21 seconds. Can you repeat it?
Okay. Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
Okay, 16 to be exact. Okay, so you see the first sentence here, guys, it is lengthy. The pause is at the war only. So that means ultimately we won't be able to say this in one go. So we have to decide where we are taking pause and where we are taking at the preposition given. So the preposition is to. Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that, you see, where you are taking pause at this word, you will be chunking this paragraph at this word. This will help you to say this exactly without pausing, without fumbling, without running out of breath, right? Now, this is also good, but you have taken pause here, somewhere here, Kimberly, about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I took a
So you
pause here
took pause here, which is quite early.
because I was getting out of breath, so I had to.
Yeah, I can understand that. So you have to just keep a balance of chunking,
Okay,
right? So
okay,
possibly here you are taking, so this you see, this is like sort of same length of the words we are taking pause here. So it
okay.
is the good place to take a pause. The prepositions are because they link, preposition we use to link the sentences, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
that means that this is the right place to take a pause. So they are sort of a hint we have where we can take pause when there is no and, but, comma, full stop is there, right? But yes, this is nice, I fit, right? Okay, next please. No one is speaking. Is it, should I take it like that? Guys, are you practicing with me or it's like you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
taking? Okay, Monela, thank you.
Shall I start?
Yes, sure.
Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken Confederacy and strengthen the Union power was justifiable and military necessity.
Okay, so it is 16 seconds, right? But the important thing here is to discuss is the fumbling, and
Yeah,
because of that, you did repetition, right? You
yeah,
miss few words in the content. The word you haven't said that. The word you haven't said that, and
yeah,
here also you fumble in the first sentences, right? So
yeah.
all these things are negative for your answers, right? You won't be getting. Okay, yeah, sure, Kimberly. So it is like not possible to get good score if you're following this way of doing it, right? It should be really flowy, right? But this is
Okay.
nice effort. You can just maybe keep the mic off and try it again by yourself.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the accelerating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
15:52. Timing is fine, and you are taking very measured approach to say it, right? But remember that your rate of speech should be natural, neutral, right? It is neutral, and you have to maintain this rate of speech for all the questions in the read alouds, right?
It,
Don't
it,
change it.
is this was like good?
If this is good if you are just
Okay.
keeping it same for all the
Okay.
answers, because computer will be judging it like how you are, what is your rate of speech, when we are speaking. So
Mm-hmm.
that will be taken as your normal rate of speech and compared here. That's how you will be getting scores, right?
Okay.
Okay, next please.
Can I try?
Yes, with me.
Yeah. Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
Okay, so there are mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Lincoln radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate. So word, if you feel it, it's new, or maybe it's having a pronunciation where maybe you fumble. So we have to say that word again and again, right?
Okay.
And caused by escalating scope of the war, and then Confederacy strengthened the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity, right? So there is like the words which are bit lengthy, you are fumbling there, maybe just it's just out of fear maybe, but we have to overcome this stage, right?
Okay.
Besides that, the pause you have taken here was beautiful, right? Scope of the war, which convinced him, which I liked, because after the wherever you're taking a pause, after that, when you're starting the next phrase or chunk of the paragraph, then you have to intonate upward. That means Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as military necessity. You see, when I said which convinced, my voice pitch was going upward, but when in the last, of course, my pitch need to be going downwards. Same with the every phrase I make. So here war, my pitch should be going downwards. Here again upward, right?
Yeah.
So this will give rhythm to your answers as well. Okay, the next one, Karl Marx. If anybody wants to speak the first one, Manjot, Raman. No,
Yep,
no. Okay, yes, go
Manjoti.
ahead.
Lincoln's radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of the war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
Okay, so this is because of the fear of speaking, justifiable,
Yes,
confederacy, right? So the words
yes.
where you fumbled, you know that, right? So normally, obviously, we guys are maybe many together. So the test will be one-on-one sort of thing. So you don't have to have this nervousness, guys. If you take a word like too, it's for everyone. Like if you feel fearful of any word too much, you will be definitely making a mistake when you will be speaking, right? So just take it not with so much of heavy heart. Okay, now this is very difficult word to say, emancipate, okay, or maybe confederacy, right? So you will be just making it a horror for you, right? And you will be definitely messing it up. But if you just take it, okay, now I'll be saying it confederacy. So maybe it's like the pronunciation is not as accurate, but it is like you won't be fumbling, Definitely won't be fumbling because you are confident. You won't be repeating yourself. You won't be correcting yourself, which will be maintaining your fluency. And as I told you, this is the master key. The fluency is the master key for getting good scores in the speaking section, right? You maintaining your fluency, but making few mistake in pronunciation or content, still you will be at a better score as compared to you are ruining the fluency and keeping content and pronunciation full on full, right? Okay, now go with this one, Karl Marx. Karl Marx is arguably, it says arguably the most famous political philosopher of all time, right? But I'm just saying the words. But he was only one of the great foreign correspondents. Now this word is plural, so keep in mind, correspondents of the 19th century. During his 11 years writing for the New York Tribune, their collaboration began in 1852. Marx tackled an abundance of topics from issues of class and the state of world affairs. So just when you're preparing, read every word properly, see which word are plural, where is the article, where is the proper noun, because it got the proper noun like Marx, New York Tribune, right? So maybe those are the places where you're giving stress. Famous political philosopher, this is the word which is conveying the meaning in the sentence, so giving a bit of stress. Okay, so just read it, prepare yourself. When you're ready, let me know. And after these three, we will see according to will, or otherwise we'll be moving to the next question.
Can I try?
Okay, who's that? Okay, honey, just a second, I mean.
Okay.
Yes, now.
Karl Marx is arguably the most famous political philosopher of all time, but he was one of the greatest foreign correspondents of the 19th century. During his 11 years writing for the New York Tribune, their collaboration began in 1852. Marx tackled an abundance of topics from issue of class and the state of world affairs.
Okay, it's 1983.
Mhm.
And you said here, but he was one of the, also was missing. He was
Oh,
also one of the great foreign correspondents of the nine. It was good.
yeah, I
11
thought
years.
like I missed something, but I continued.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing we have to actually follow, honey, and everyone.
Okay.
Because if you miss, I'm just letting you know, this is the word you you missed while speaking.
Mm,
But it is not like that. This is definitely content score will be less, but yes, it is a good way to keep on moving. You know it, you missed it.
mm,
Now don't go back, never go back, right? Keep on moving now. So New York Tribune, right? It's not
mm,
Turbine. You see, Turbine is Turbine.
mm.
Tribune, right? This is the wrong
Yes.
pronunciation. And after, besides that, it was all good.
Okay.
Okay, so next, please. Okay, when someone is ready, let me know.
Can I try?
Yes, with me.
Karl Marx is arguably the most famous political philosopher of all time, but he was also one of the great foreign correspondents of the 19th century. During his 11 years writing for the New York Tribune, their collaboration began in 1852. Marx tackled an abundance of topics, from issues of class and the state of world affairs.
Very nice. This is all good. Sukhmeet, this is all good. I like it. So this has the flow. This is the right pronunciation. The chunking of the phrases is good, right? And stress is also there. So this is 1865. This is good. Okay, next one, Raman. Raman, you haven't said anything. Raman, you're doing this one.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Karl Marx is arguably the most famous political philosopher of all time, but he was also one of the great foreign correspondents of the 19th century. During his 11 years writing for the New York Tribune, their collaboration began in 1852. Marx tackled an abundance of topics from issues of class and the state of world affairs.
1843, and this is good. So, uh, what I want to tell you. So here you were just dipped a little, which was not necessary. I mean, this is a proper noun, and you are giving a stress on this word. It's all fine. Besides that, it is all good, right? 1843 is the time you have taken to speak it. Okay. Anybody wants to speak this one, the second one, or we'll move into the third one of the most. Okay, moving to the third one of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sector. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated and respected. Recent research has also indicated that older students are dedicated learners. This one you'll be saying now. Just there are so many plural words in here. So keep in mind that the words are, the sentences are small. So just be mindful of the pauses. Who will be saying it?
Okay, ma'am, I will
Okay,
do.
Raman.
One of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sector. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated and respected. Recent research has also indicated that older students are dedicated learners.
Okay, 21:13, 21:10 is the time. And I guess there is a problem with the internet because in encouraging there was a pause, and same happened when you started nowadays. But I guess that because your volume was not much clear on those three intervals, right? But yes, besides that, it is fine. It is good. So you have taken care of the content, pronunciation is fine, and also fluency is good if those are the internet issues, right? Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, can I?
Yes, yes.
One of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sector. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated. Oh, actually, ma'am, notification came and it just.
Okay.
Can
Start
I
over.
start again? Yeah.
Hmm.
One of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sector. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated and respected. Recent research has also indicated that old students are dedicated learners.
Okay, so the last sentence is not correct.
Yeah, it's older.
Yes, recent research has also indicated that older students are dedicated learners, right? And besides that, it's fine. And one of the most here I felt a little of fumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing, and last sentence was not right.
Okay.
And besides that, every word is right. Every the way you have pronounced it, everything is correct, right? Besides that, but these are two errors. And don't mess up any sentence, right? Try to speak as it is, the word they are written there. Okay, anybody else? Manila, Manjot, Sukmeet?
Can I?
Yeah.
One of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sector. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated and respected. Recent research has also indicated that older students are dedicated learners.
Mm, okay, it was in the flow. It is somewhere. I just stopped it now, 2393. But I guess you have finished in 20 somewhere, like. And I couldn't find any mistake in here. It was all flowy. Sukmeet.
Okay.
Okay, Manjot.
One of the most encouraging phenomena in recent years has been the development of lifelong learning in the education sectors. Nowadays, students are embarking on courses of all ages. Higher education is no longer viewed as a place for the young. Mature students are appreciated and respected. Recent research has also indicated that older students are dedicated learners.
2275. And I think a bit speed is needed here, bit of speed is needed here. And here, lifelong. So if you have said this word wrong, keep on moving. Development of life. I said development of life learning in the education system. Don't go back and correct for sure. No, not at all. Avoid correcting yourself, repeating yourself. And
Okay.
embarking on all higher education is fine, appreciated and respected, indicated that older students are all, except this first sentence. From here onward, it's all good, right? But never ever correct yourself. And you know that you have taken precautious way to speak it. So the timing is more, because that means you're taking more time. You need to be a bit more fluent, more fast, you can say, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's move to the next item type, or you want to practice any more read aloud? Just let me know quickly, guys. We should move to the next item type, or you want
Yes.
to practice more?
Next item time.
Is that the case with everyone?
Yes.
All right. So let me move to the next item type. Okay, here you go. Just a second, guys.
Uh, Excuse me, ma'am. I want to ask that, like in speaking,
Mm-hmm.
like in the starting, we have to say some personal introduction, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
So,
have
like,
to.
what to include in that?
So introduction, we have to include our name,
Mm-hmm.
education,
Yes.
right? Hobbies,
Okay.
and why we are appearing for the exam.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. Because it will
Okay.
be like 30 second, and it's optional as well.
Mm-hmm.
You may skip it, you may say it, it's your choice.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And these are the things you will be adding. Okay, so give me a moment. I'll just move with the next item type of the speaking. Okay, so after this one, the next item type will be the repeat sentence. And as I told you, as the read alouds are important, same implements to the repeat sentence. So the repeat sentence will be giving you score again in two parameters. The first is speaking for sure because this is the speaking item type. And next one will be your listening, right? So the read aloud gives score in reading, and these are giving score in listening. Why listening? Because you will be definitely listening to a sentence and then you will be repeating it. And this item type got potential in marking, like if you are speaking, suppose out of 10, 7 words, so getting 7 marks. So that's why the potential is more here for the marking. And same score, like I have showed you the screen with the scores division, like how you will be receiving score if the item is scored on listening and speaking parameter or reading and speaking parameter. So you know now, you have those slides with you, that picture with you. If not, let me know, I'll be sharing that again when we'll be finishing this class, right? So here you will be hearing a sentence, you have to repeat the sentence, and as exactly you will be hearing, that's how you will be getting score. There is no negative marking first of all here, right? And why the scoring is more? First, as per the right words you are speaking from the sentence, you're getting marks for every right word, and there will be 10 to 12 question. So now you can judge how much is the potential here. Suppose there are 10 question and every sentence is on an average is having 10 words in that. So 10 to 10. You see, this is the potential of this mark, and that's why it is called the important question, right? Obviously, the every sentence won't be having 10 words in that. Some will be having 7, some will be having 8, some will be having all the 10, right? Some will be having 11 as well. So different set of the words will be there in every sentence. So the marking is like quite high here, and substantial score goes to the listening as well. So when you'll be hearing the sentence, after that they give you like microphones when it turns up. So there is a time frame in between that, like 3 seconds of the time, right? So that means when you're hearing a sentence, look at the screen when the status box is saying uh, status recording. That means that's the time when you start speaking. If you start before that time, which will be very quick, definitely, as the moment you are finishing off listening the sentence, within maybe 1 second of that, the screen will be saying status recording, and you will be speaking within 1 second of that when the status change to recording. And there will be a beep sound as well for your indication, like when to start. Like I said, okay, starts when it is 3 second. Suppose this is the sentence I'm saying, start when it is 3 second. So after that there will be a beep sound. That beep sound is an indication that you are now getting recorded. But sometime, this is everything is technical, their computer is working on that. So sometime that beep sound is missed, or maybe you miss that the volume is really bleak. So always also keep an eye on the screen as well. The status box will tell you when the status says recording. So within 1 second of that, you should be starting your answer. If you are not speaking continuously for 3 seconds, you're not speaking any word for 3 seconds, your mic will be turned off for that question and you will not be getting recorded, right? So that's why it's important to have that eye coordination, right? With the ear, you have to that ear and eye coordination. Okay, so when you will be starting recording, you have 15 seconds to complete your answer. So no sentence will be more than this time. So you will be finishing maybe in 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 8 seconds, right? Sometime it's very rare you get going all 15 seconds, because you see the sentence, they are very quick to speak. You take 2 3 seconds and the all sentence is done, right? So it will be really quick, but they give you max 15 seconds to complete your response, right? But anytime, suppose I just said 3 words and I have, after 3 words I taken 3 second pause, right? And I then I remember, okay, it was also the word, and I'll be just saying that word as well. So what will happen? My word is like my microphone is off now after those 3 words, because I have taken 3 second pause. Nothing will be getting recording, and when 15 second is over, I'll be moved to the next question automatically. So whatever you remember from the sentence, you will be saying in one go. fluently, right? If I remember, this is a sunny day today, and these are having 5 or 6 words in that. So when I'll be starting, when it says status recording and it's 1 second, I'll be saying, okay, the sun is really good today. That means I remember this. I just know this is a sunny day. I forgot that. I just remembered this is a very bright day today, right? So whatever I know, I should be speaking that in one go without any pause, provided that necessary pauses, right? Whatever way you are listening to the recording, you are just copying the intonation. That means if there is any pause they are taking, any word stress they are giving, up and low, intonating up and low, that you will be copying, but not the accent you will be keeping to yours only, neutral accent, because if you try to follow that accent, maybe you're missing that up, and you will be losing mark. Content, fluency, pronunciation, three parameters are again same here. That's how you will be getting mark, right? So how you will be remembering the sentence you just heard. So first, when you're listening, focus on the meaning of the sentence, right? So what is actually sentence trying to convey? So when you'll be focusing on the meaning, you will be in a better position to remember what is said in the sentence. And even if you don't remember the exact sequence, but still you will be able to translate few words, right, which are same in the sentence, and definitely if they relates, they are equal, you will be getting 1 mark, right? So it's important that focus on the meaning as well. If I'm saying this is a sunny day today, you should be focused on the meaning. So this is about day which is having sun, so try to match it as close as possible when you are repeating, right? So this is how you are remembering. And also, uh, just take notes if you feel like sentences like you are not capable to remember the sentence by listening them only. So be ready to take notes. And how you will be taking notes, sometime you writing the first half of the sentence but remembering the last words. Suppose it got 8 words, so try to write 5 words, right, and remember 3 words. Don't try to write every sentence, and obviously you won't be writing all the 3 or 4 words full. You will be just writing hints of those words. Hints means maybe the word is like this is sunny day today, so you will be writing th for this is okay. I'll be writing, oh, I can write sunny su day da. So the first two initials, three initials, like abbreviated form of the words, because if you try to write the full word, your sentence will be gone as well, your time will be started as well, and you will be just deciding on okay what words were there, right? Note taking should be really quick if you following that, right? Remember always, if you want to follow note taking strategy with the repeat sentence, you should be practicing with that in the practice sessions. Don't feel like in the exam only I'll be taking notes. You won't be able to take my words, and guarantee as well you won't be able to write anything. The sentence will be really quick, right? And in any case you feel like I'm taking more time to take notes, don't follow that strategy. Just maybe try with like close your eyes, focus on the sentence you are hearing, and with the closed eyes only, not with the closed eye, just open when you're done listening. Try to repeat as much as you remember, right? So this is also what you can do. You have that visual memory with you. So if I'm saying uh, the sky is clear, you got that picture in back of your mind of a clear sky, right? So this is called visual memory. So our back the mind capture the visual memory as well. So when you are repeating the sentence, you can use those visual memories as well. But all these things you should be putting in practice sessions, so that you are coping with them easily, and when it is the final day of the exam, there won't be any problem for you by for repeating the sentence by using these different strategies, right? And if you same rule implement here for the fluency, you have made a mistake, forgotten a word, mispronounced a word, right, keep moving. Whenever you are coming back to clear a mistake, to add a word, to correct the pronunciation, you are ruining the fluency score for you. And as I told you, the speaking is 80% dependent on your fluency. Like speaking section score, 75 to 80%, it depends on your fluency. So you are not doing all these things. Never come back, correct yourself, repeat yourself, right? Whatever is said, just keep moving now. And you will be judged on your pronunciation and fluency. Two things, remember that. If you do thinking too much, you are hesitating in saying that, and definitely the time is gone, so there is no way that you are just capturing the marks here again. Fluency can be only maintained that if whatever I remember from the sentence, I should be repeating that in one go with the proper phrasing, intonation, and all those things, but not taking any pauses in between, right? So now we will be playing few sentences here. So you are repeating along with me. Just a second. So focus on the meaning. Remember, right? Capture the meaning. Don't mimic the speaker. Don't mimic the speaker for the accent, but definitely copy the speaker for the intonation, word stress, pausing, right? Remember visually, right? This is also, you know that how we capture the visual memories. And you can abbreviate the sentence. You can write the first alphabet of every word you are hearing in the sentence, but you have to act very quickly if you want to take notes, right? And you need to brush up your vocabulary. So how you can do that? When you are practicing and you're hearing a word which you haven't understand while listening it, and when you know the answer, okay, this is the word it said, always take a note for that word and maintain a vocabulary list for you, the words you haven't understand and now you know them. So this is like brushing up your vocabulary by the easiest method possible. And listen to the podcast. So by the podcast, they are having the same sort of the listening in them, like audios, just like the PT exam. So they'll be much relatable, right, when it comes to the practice resources. So now I'm just looking at the few sentences I'm gonna play for today, and one by one, you will. What happened here? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, now.
Okay, I don't know what happened. I guess this is something internet connectivity
Yes, ma'am.
thing.
Yeah, you were not audible.
Okay, fine. Okay, just a second. This is, I'm looking at the few questions. Okay. So as I can see the names in the list, so starting with Manjot, then Monila, then Raman, then Sukhdeep, then Sukhmeet, right? So this is how you will be repeating the sentences. So Manjot, this sentence is for you. So should I play it?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
In the past, students were required to complete 2 long written assignments.
You want to hear again?
Yep.
In the past, students were required to complete 2 long written assignments.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, students required regional assignments like that. I couldn't hear properly.
Okay, in the past,
Students.
students were required
Yeah.
to complete 2 long written assignments.
Okay.
In the past, students were required to complete 2 long written assignments. You see, if you capture the meaning of this sentence, it gives a proper sense to it, right? Okay, in the past, what was the case? That student were, they were like, have to write 2 long written assignments, right? So maybe I got this meaning. So I'll be very much close to the words in the sentence, in the original sentence, right? Okay, no worries. Next time, Manila. And this is for you. Should I play it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, I'm playing it. Be ready to listen, take notes, however, whatever strategy you follow.
In International students can get help with locating housing near the university.
Ma'am, I couldn't hear it because it was broken, like breaking.
Breaking?
Yeah.
Okay, playing again.
International students can get help with locating housing near the university.
International students can take help from the locating house in this university. I'm sorry,
Okay, no worries. But the important thing, Manila, is that you need to speak whatever you know fluently. If you're
okay.
speaking with these breakages, there is no fun. You won't be getting good score on the fluency parameter. So as I told you, your response will be judged on the fluency and pronunciation.
Yeah, okay.
So it says international students can get help with locating housing near the university. You can write down these sentences as well because these are from the past exam and they are much repeated sort of, right? Academic sentences. So international students can get help with locating housing near the university.
Okay.
Raman,
Yes, ma'am.
so I'm playing this one, be ready.
It is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not make people feel more content.
Okay, I'll repeat it again.
Yes, ma'am.
It is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not make people feel more content.
This is lengthy, having different set of the words in it. So the sentence is, it is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not
Prosperity
make
does
people feel more content. It is quite clear that
not
the rising
people.
prosperity does not make people feel more content. Doesn't make people feel more content. Now repeat this sentence, Raman.
Okay, ma'am.
So you're saying it now?
Yes, ma'am. It is quite clear that the rising prosperity does not make people feel more content.
This is the content in the sentence, and still knowing it knowingly, you are not able to say it fluently, right? This is one thing, guys, we all have to learn, right? So this is, you see why it is most important question, because it need little effort to remember it, to say it fluently. So try, even it's if I'm speaking with right now Raman, so all of you also concentrate on what a sentence we are doing and try to repeat it wherever you are sitting, right? It is quite clear that the rising prosperity doesn't make people feel more content. This should be like in this tone if you want to get full marks from it. Okay, Sukhdeep, turn up the mic. Let me know if I can hear you. Sukhdeep, say something, Sukhdeep. Sukhdeep, say something so that I know you can hear me, I can hear you. Because normally I'm not able to hear you, so that's why I'm asking, or maybe send a text message. Can you hear me? Can you talk? Okay, so Sukhdeep, you just see like how your mic is working or not. I don't know if it's, I do not speak. All right. Sukhmeet,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, this is for you.
Knives and forks should be placed next to a spoon on the edge of the table.
Can you play again, ma'am?
Yes.
Knives and forks should be placed next to a spoon on the edge of the table.
Knives and forks should be placed.
Knife and fork.
Mhm.
Knife and fork should be placed on the edge of the table.
Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoon. Knives and forks. Imagine the same sentence in your mind. Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoon on the edge of the table. Remember the dinner table, how we arrange knife, spoon, and forks, right? That's what the sentence is about. Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoon on the edge of the table. So visually try to remember the sentences. If they get repeated in your exam, they're gonna help you a lot. So I want you to repeat it again, Sukhmeet.
Okay. Knife and fork should be placed next to the spoon on the edge of the table.
That's it. That's how we do it, right? So this is called visual memory. So if you try
Okay.
to get the meaning of the sentence and keeping it visually in your mind, right? We are having right now a picture. Okay, this is the edge of the table. This is knife, this is forks, and this is next to the spoon. That means three are in a row and they are placed on the edge of the table, right? So it gives us the sentence to learn more quickly and actually remember these sentences. You never know, they're going to repeat it in your real exam as well. Okay, the next one is again with the Ramandeep.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this is easy. Raman, I'm playing it now. 2, 3, and
Okay.
1.
Make sure you correctly cite all your sources.
Make sure you correct all these cited sources.
Make sure you correctly cite all your sources. Cite, C-E-C-I-T-E, cite.
Okay, cite.
Make sure you correctly cite all your sources. That's the sentence, right?
Make sure
Okay,
you correctly cite all your resources.
sources, only sources.
Oh,
Okay,
sources.
okay, but good one. Suppose it got 8, I guess 9 words, 7 words. So whatever words are right, you're getting marks for that. And being fluently will help you as well. Okay, Manjot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, listen, this is for you.
Students can get access to computers on a daily basis.
Can you please repeat, ma'am?
Yeah.
Students can get access to computers on a daily basis.
Students can access on computers on daily basis.
Students can get access to computers on a daily basis. So students can get access to computers, right? Don't say
Yes.
access computers. So students can get access to computers on a daily basis. So very routine academic sentence, right? Next
Yes.
is Manila. And you will be looking at the sentences and you knowing it. They are much of the academic sense. And see, this is very quite academic sentences we are doing right now. And this is how it will be in the exam as well. This called it academic exam. Okay, Manila, this is your turn. Can you please turn up the mic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now this is easy, just like the first one, sort of same.
Students can download the materials on the website.
Students can download the materials in the website.
Okay, so the preposition should be on the website. Students can download the materials on the
Website.
yes, students can download the material on the website. That's the sentence. And you see, it's easy. Student can get access to computers on a daily basis. Students can download the materials on the website. Okay, that's good. After you, Sukhmeet, whose turn is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Elephant is the largest mammal on the land.
Elephant is the largest on the land.
Elephant is the
Largest on the land.
largest mammal on the land. But it's good to say what you remember. But we should remember all the sentences in practice. So it says elephant is the largest mammal on the land. Okay, next is Kimberly.
Yes, ma'am.
They were struggling to pay their fees last year.
They were struggling to pay their fees last year.
All right, that's good. They're struggling. They were struggling to pay their fees last year. Okay, let's rotate the uh, full series. Sukhmeet, you have said the sentence. Everyone said once, right? This is the last time we're rotating the sentences, all right? So starting again with the, with the Manjot. This is lengthy Manjot, so give a proper year. I'm playing it. 3, 2, and 1.
I know how to solve the problem, but I've been asked not to tell you.
I know how to solve problems, but I want to ask you.
No, listen again.
Yeah.
You're very close.
I know how to solve the problem, but I've been asked not to tell you.
I know how to solve problems, but I've been
Good.
asked to know to tell you.
Exactly. This is the sentence, but not fluently you are speaking it, but this is same. I know how to solve the problem, but I have been asked not to tell you. That means I know how to solve the problem, but I have been asked not to tell you. You see, this is simple, but
Yes.
say it fluently, Manjot, once.
Okay, ma'am. I know.
You want to listen again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I know how to solve the problem, but I've been asked not to tell you.
Okay, say.
I know how to solve the problem, but I've been not to tell you.
Okay,
I
only
didn't
one
say
word
no
you
to tell
missed.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know how to solve the problem, but I have been asked not to tell you, right? I
Yeah.
guess everyone is remembering this sentence now. And if it's going to be in your paper, exam, practice session, so you are saying it right, right? Okay, so after Manjot, it's Manila, your turn.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so this one is for you, playing now. Okay.
The information on the internet becomes more reliable.
The information in the internet is more reliable.
The information on the internet, right? In, not in. The information on the internet becomes more reliable.
Okay.
This is it.
The information on the internet becomes more reliable.
Say it.
The information on the internet becomes more reliable.
Yes, the information on the internet becomes more reliable, right? Ramandeep,
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is lengthy. Pay more attention. So starting 3, 2, 1.
The inherent tension between these two features remains to be addressed.
The incoherence between these two features remains to be addressed.
Wow, how you do it? This is all correct. I suppose you're
My,
not, yeah?
I wrote the initials.
Or you wrote the initial. Very good. You see, this works, right? For some, and you can develop your own strategy, adopt it. So it says the inherent tension between these two features remains to be addressed. The inherent tension between these two features remains to be addressed. Two words plural here, features and remains, right? Very good, Raman. Very good. Okay, after you, it's
Thank you.
Sukhmeet. Sukhmeet.
Yes.
Okay, this is also of the same length as we just did the previous one. Okay, playing it 3, 2, and 1 now.
The research paper should begin with a thorough review of the literature.
Do you want me to play again?
Yes.
The research paper should begin with a thorough review of the literature.
The researcher review the research. It's very lengthy. Yeah.
Okay, but yes, it is lengthy, but I should capture the meaning so that I can retain more information. What it is saying, the research paper should begin with a thorough review of the literature. The research paper, like the research papers, how it need to be, how should it begin with? So it should begin with a thorough review of the literature. So the sentence I'm playing again. I hope you get the meaning now. Now this is more easy to remember.
Research paper should begin with a thorough review of the literature.
Yes.
The research paper should become a thorough review of the literature.
Okay. Problem. You know that the research paper should begin with the thorough review of the literature. Very easy. The research paper should begin with the thorough review of the literature. Like it should be begin with the thorough review of what part of the literature part, right? So the research paper should begin with the thorough review of the literature. That's the sentence. So maybe take the initial, maybe write the first half, remember the another one, capture the meaning of it, try to visualize the situation. So these all things will help you, right? And this is Kimberly, your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
3, 2, 1, playing now.
The School of Arts and Design has an open day on Thursday next week.
Couldn't hear the first part, ma'am. This was very soft.
Yeah, it is actually slow. The volume. Okay, you see, guys, this is also one thing. The volume for every sentence won't be the same. Some sentences will be in the noisy atmosphere. Some sentences will be loud. Some sentences will be like the volume is really bleak. So you should practice with a variety of sentences, right? So, okay, this is Pink Kimberly. I'm playing again.
Of Arts and Design has an open day on Thursday next week.
Arts and Design has an open day on Thursday next week.
So the only word you left is the. The School of Arts and Design has an open day on Thursday next week. So we can visualize the sentence, right? The School of Art and Design has an open day on Thursday next week. So this is a routine conversation piece sort of sentence, right?
Yeah, but there was a different volume, so that got me.
Yes, the volume will be definitely different in the exam as well. Sometime usually it varies with every sentence. Same goes with the accent, same goes with the pace, same goes with the volume, right? So the next, Sukhmeet, you have said the sentence or you left? I guess you left, huh? Sukhmeet, sorry.
I'm here.
So you done or you are left?
I'm done.
You done? But okay, this is the sentence I want you to speak. This is lengthy. Okay, anybody, just volunteer yourself. Okay, I'm playing this one. Okay, it is lengthy as compared to the sentences we did. So let's see how well you can remember that. Listen carefully. So I'm playing this now. So it's like I can hear from everyone. 3, 2, and 1. This is I'm playing now.
The study showed that people's mood could be affected by news and weather reports.
The study shows that people's mood could be affected by news and weather reports.
That's correct, 100%. Raman? I should play
news
again?
shows that people can be. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is because I know when you hear it, then it is more easy to speak at the same moment. Okay, Raman, say it.
The study showed that people's mood could be affected by news and weather reports.
The study shows that people's mood can be affected by news and weather reports.
Very good, but you should not be taking a pause. Manjot? Manjot, Monila, Sukhmeet,
Yes, ma'am.
you want me to repeat the sentence? I want everybody to say this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, playing it. So that you
The
remember
study
it.
showed that people's mood could be affected by news and weather reports.
The study shows that people mood could be affected by news and weather.
Weather reports. Very good. Try not to fumble at last as well. Sukhmeet.
The study shows that people could be affected by news and weather reports.
Okay, so the mood is missing. The study showed that people's mood could be affected by news and weather reports, right? Manila, you have said that?
No, ma'am. I'll say
Okay.
no. The study shows that the people mood can be affected by news and weather reports.
So it is could be affected by, other than it's fine. The study showed that people mood could be affected by news and weather reports.
Okay.
So why I make you say this again and again, sometimes sentences can be this lengthy, so you can plan on strategy. Maybe you try with 1, 2, 3 different ways to keep remember the sentence and every word in it, and that's how you can done. And in exam you can never know at the beginning the sentence is going to be lengthy, small, and how it going to be, right? So you should be you see, sometimes you're fixing the strategy on that instant moment, right? Maybe you're hearing a sentence, you feel like it's going to finish now, but then you feel like no, it's since it's not finishing, it's keep on moving, right? So what you can do at that moment, just quickly take notes, whatever you can take for that. Or maybe just keep this mind, I have to write initials for everyone, every sentence, right? Or if I'm hearing a sentence without taking initial, just remembering as I'm listening it. So just if you feel like something is lengthy, open your eyes, quickly take notes, right? So this is like you have to actually act promptly for this particular section. It got a lot of potential in terms of the marks. And at the same time, you have to pay more attention in here, because the more words you will be saying, the more marks you will be getting, right? And fluency, guys, remember, always should be maintained, must be maintained. There should not be pause, any pause more than 3 seconds. Mic will be turned off automatically, right? You won't be able to listen anything or record anything, right? So this is the two most important item types of the PT exam, right? So now, as we just got 12 minutes, so we'll be doing answer short question. So the answer short question, you know that you have to give answer in one word, right? Or sometime more than one, if that answer need to have an article or something like that with that, right? And every question will be carrying 1 mark. This is second most important question, as it will also giving score to listening and speaking, right? So the right answer speaking score, but any answer listening score. That's the trick here. So going to the questions for the answer short question category. Just bear with me, I'm looking into a few questions. Oh my god, where they gone? Okay, just a sec. All right, so here they are, and okay. So as soon as you hear the question here, so what happens, same trick implements here. So trick means the one thing you always have to keep in mind, keep an eye on the screen when it has that beep sound. Eye and ear coordination is must here as well. So when you hear that beep sound, that's the time you are starting your answer. If you saying something before the recording start, like you heard the question and you say, okay, the sun, right? And the recording is not started yet. So what will happen? Answer is not recorded and you feel like I said the right answer. You will be sitting idle, losing that 1 mark, right? So remember, when you hear the question, after that, keep an eye on the screen and ear on that beep sound. When you are just looking at both the things, you sure it is time to say answer. It won't take long, maybe 1 second you hearing beep sound and looking the status change to recording on the screen. Within 1 second of that, again, you will be saying that answer and you'll be getting recorded, right? So you will be having 3 to 5 seconds to respond here only. Okay, so here, I'm playing few questions quickly and you are answering them. Okay, so again going turn wise. So Kimberly, first alphabetically? This is the question.
What is the name of a ground military force?
Army?
Yes, army. Manjot.
What is someone that cannot say chord?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, playing again.
What is someone that cannot say chord?
What is someone that cannot see code?
I don't know, ma'am.
Who's the person who cannot see?
Blind.
Yeah, that's the answer here. So they make it a bit tricky. Who is the someone that couldn't see code? Something like they said in the question. So that means if somebody can't see something, so he's blind. She's blind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Manila.
Okay, ma'am.
What do you call the middle of something?
What do you call middle of something?
Oh, that's middle.
No, center. The
Oh,
middle
okay.
of the earth is center. The middle of the circle is center.
Okay.
Right? What do you call middle of something?
Center.
Center. Okay, next is Sukhmeet.
Whose job is it to treat people that are ill or have an injury in the hospital?
Can you play again?
Mm-hmm.
Whose job is it to treat people that are ill or have an injury in the hospital?
Doctor?
Yes. Whose job is to treat people that are ill or having injuries in an injury at an hospital? So who is treating those people who are ill or having an injury? Doctor, right? Not to think much. Okay, next again, Kimberly. Because Sukhdeep, I can't hear you. If you want to say answer for this one, you can tell me, Sukhdeep, by in the message or something. And if it's still not working for you, I couldn't help. Okay, Kimberly, this is for you.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the process of teaching and learning called?
Education?
Yes, process of teaching and learning, education, both the pronunciations will be right. And Manjot, your question.
What kind of book is written by a person about their own life?
Biography.
Autobiography, by own life. Like what kind of book is written by a person on own life? So
Okay.
that's called autobiography. Biography is like it's about life of someone. It can be written by other person as well, biography of this man, this woman, right? But someone is writing a biography of himself, herself, it becomes autobiography. So listen this one.
What kind of book is written by a person about their own life?
About their own life. What kind of book is written by a person about their own life?
Okay, ma'am.
That makes it autobiography. Right answer. And Manila.
Yeah.
What is the red liquid that flows through a body?
Sorry, ma'am, I could not hear it properly.
Okay, playing again.
What is the red liquid that flows through a body?
Blood?
Yes, what is the red liquid that flows through our body?
Yeah.
Blood. Next to Sukhmeet.
What is the payment of a student's education by an organization called?
Where? Can you play again? Sorry.
What is the payment of a student's education by an organization called?
What is the student payment
Can
of
I try?
education? No, from an organization called. Listen again. Think. Listen.
What is the payment of a student's education by organization called?
What is the payment of student education by an organization called? So when some organization pay fees for a student, what it is called? Why organization will be paying for a student education? If the
Study.
student is so, yeah.
Study.
I didn't get you. Sorry, speak it loudly.
Study.
Study is the one thing that they are doing. So payment is fees, right? Why they'll be paying it? So either the student is getting a scholarship, right? So
Yeah.
then only a organization pay for the student education. Get it? So what
Yeah.
is the payment of student education by an organization is called? That the answer is scholarship. Because if a student is getting a scholarship from some organization, only then, or maybe you can call another word, but scholarship is the first word. The another word could be possible answer grant, because grant and scholarship they sort of same thing, but when specifically we talking about education, it is never said grant, it is said scholarship, right?
Yeah.
So now I think you won't be forgetting this answer.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so again it's rotation starts. Kimberly, your question.
What is the piece of paper with official information written on it called?
Document.
Yeah, what is the piece of paper with official information written on that? That's the question here. So that piece of paper written and official information on that is called document, right? Next, Manjot.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the name of the building where you can borrow books?
Library.
Yeah, bilkul. You see, when suppose you have heard a question, you just heard few words from the question only, and from that word maybe you can judge answer. As I can see, you have heard maybe borrow the books, right? So you said library, the answer will be right. So this also you can implement wherever you feel nervous or confused, right? But never say stay quiet. Staying quiet will make you losing mark, but saying something will get you help you get marks on the listening. But yet, of course, if that answer is not speaking scores, won't you won't be getting that. But yes, still listening scores you will be getting that. Maybe you're not getting any word to say for the answer, then pick any word from the question itself, right? So
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
also one trick. This will help you to retain few marks, just maybe out of say 2, maybe just 0.5, but yes, you will be just adding on few marks, right? Manila.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Who is the person that makes bread, cakes, and pastries?
Who is the person that make bread, cakes, and pastries?
I don't know the person's name, but then bakery
Yeah, say that. So if a bakery is there, so what we call who is baking?
bakers.
Baker, not
Ah,
bakers, baker. So if it's
okay.
a bakery thing and the process is called baking, the person is called baker,
Baker.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the person who make cake, pastry and stuff is called baker. Okay, next is Sukhmeet.
What organ controls your speech, feelings, body movement, and thoughts?
Brain.
Yes, so our all body, speech, body organs, movements are controlled by our brain. Okay, that's the questions here. So we practice the read alouds, repeat sentences, answer short question today, right? So tomorrow is the off, right? Tomorrow there won't be any class, guys, right? So we will be seeing each other on Monday now, right? So I hope you have learned a lot of things from this session, right? I'm stopping this share now and ending this session as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Thank you, ma'am.
yes, welcome. And definitely don't wait for me tomorrow, guys. I won't be there. Yeah, Wednesday will be the next class now.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes,
enjoy
ma'am.
your day off tomorrow, right?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Okay, bye
you.
bye, guys. See you guys. Take care. Take care.
Yeah.
Have a good day today and tomorrow as well. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am. Bye-bye.
Welcome, guys, always. So be there on Wednesday at 10, right? We'll be
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
continuing from here, retail lecture and describe image.
Okay. Okay,
Bye
sure, ma'am.
bye. Bye bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.